Hey guys, it's Rich, back to another Gray Zone Warfare video for you today. I know it's been a minute since we updated with some Gray Zone Warfare news, any updates and stuff like that. Not a lot has happened as far as update-wise, but the Q&A video did come out if you haven't watched that. But additionally, I wanted to give some content and some feedback for you guys that have been patiently waiting for some news on the game and stuff like that. I kind of wanted to talk about some updates, some of the stuff coming down the line, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Additionally, we have some amazing news I want to share with you guys because this is something that has been near and dear to my heart, and you guys have made this possible. If you're just here from my YouTube, you may not know and be aware of this, but I want to give big thanks to you guys because you guys have given me this opportunity to pursue this career and this dream. And because of you guys watching my videos, because of you guys watching my live streams, we've been able to hit Twitch partner, which is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. So I want to say thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for watching my videos, watching my guides, watching my news videos, catching in with my live streams, wherever it might be. Thank you genuinely for that. I mean, like, honestly, it's so heartwarming to see that I have an awesome community behind me. So I want to say thank you for that, guys. It's you guys that have given me this platform, this opportunity to inform you guys and give you some of that juicy, awesome content for Gray Zone and other games, whatever it might be. If you watch me for Tarkov or Star Citizen, whatever, if you've been around my channel for whatever reason, right? Anyways, back to why you're really here. I mean, big shout again to you guys. Thank you for the awesome love and support. We hit Twitch partner again. That was awesome. But back to where we're really here. Gray Zone Warfare and the future. So like I mentioned, if you haven't watched, we had the Gray Zone Warfare Dev Q&A where they answered some of the community leaders' questions and stuff. We submitted some questions. It was extremely awesome to be a part of that. I wasn't in the call, actually, because I was unable to be at my computer for the call, but I did submit some questions, and if you watch the video, you'll notice it's broken up into chapters. I'll have it linked down below, so make sure you give that a watch. I recommend it if you're curious about like the future of Gray Zone Warfare, where the devs are at, and stuff like that. I definitely recommend giving it a watch. Like I said, they broke it up into chapters about the questions they asked, and then I had 3 of my questions that I submitted if you watch me, but also a bunch of other awesome community leaders asked some super duper awesome questions, and then kind of just going from there as far as where the devs are going and the vision of the game. It was nice to be and see and hear from them, and it was a really, I think, important thing for them to do a Q&A and kind of get their feedback and pick their brain a little bit and stuff like that. A couple of things I want to talk to you about is kind of what's next for the game in terms of updates and what's coming for the game down the line from what I got from the Q&A and kind of just the timeline of things. We do not have a roadmap yet. It's coming soon, and that's going to be awesome. And I'm going to make sure I have a video for that, so make sure you guys stay subbed right here for that because I'm going to be discussing and diving into that and talking a lot about the roadmap when it does come out because that's exciting to see. And they want to make sure the one thing I've noticed about the devs is they've been really true to keeping the vision of the game and keeping it realistic in terms of timelines, and they don't want to oversell us and then they underdeliver. They're trying to be as I would say based as possible with what they're providing us information wise. Obviously, we want to fiend and we want to get more information. We're juicy, we're craving some of that stuff, but I definitely think that I respect what they're doing as far as the timeline goes. So I'm excited to see where this roadmap when it comes out takes us. The next major update is Patch 2. As many of you guys know, Patch 2 is going to introduce 9 new LZs into the game. This is going to be awesome because it's going to combat LZ camping, and if you've PvP'd, LZ camping can be really obnoxious to deal with, but having new LZs has, new versatility and new waves to move around and flank around, so I'm excited to see how that plays out and making PvP a little bit more intuitive in terms of not having to worry about being LZ camped because there's only like 2 LZs at a location. Maybe having a third now gives you the ability to be more versatile and hopping around areas. So 9 new LZs coming. That's also more details adding to the helicopter pickup, so you know where it's going before it lands at home base. You're able to see now in the top right where that helicopter is going, so if you want to hop on that instead of having to wait and call on a helicopter. A lot better because a lot of people sometimes forget that they have a microphone and forget to talk and communicate and tell you where they're going. Patch 2 is also bringing some fixes and some good quality of life changes with it. However, the patch still needs more testing as they still need to iron out some more bugs and make sure things are, I would say, up to standards with what they want to release to us and want to get onto our systems and the servers and live servers. They still are doing I think they've done 2 play tests for it so far, just kind of getting feedback from people and seeing how it feels to them. I think it's really important to make sure they provide us with a good product because if you put out a bad patch, it's always going to look bad. However, I do want this patch sooner rather than later. I don't have a date to share with you guys, and this is going to be live hopefully soon. I would love for it to be within the next week or 2, fingers crossed. I don't know when. I really don't. I wish I could tell you guys, but they want to keep working. They said soon. They want to keep working on the on bugs and make sure the performance is good before they drop it, because it has a lot of bug fixes, a lot of changes, a lot of issues that need to be addressed with the game. And I think patch 2 is going to be really important for the long term of the game, even though it's not might be huge on content, right? Like 9 new LZs is big, you definitely can call that content, but the terms of bug fixes and quality of life changes are important for a game of this size and caliber, especially the lifespan, the intention that they have with it. It's a long way. So we'll just have to wait and see with patch 2. Obviously, when it drops, I'll make sure I have a video on it. I'll be live streaming that night, obviously, throughout downtime and stuff like that. So make sure you guys, like I said, catch me live, because we definitely talk a lot about Gray Zone when it's happening. The next big piece of information that Madfinger's Game has been teasing us with via the Discord and via Twitter has been that first content update / wipe, whatever you want to call it. Some of the juicy stuff we can expect to see with content update 1 is going to be the day and night cycle. This is going to change up the combat and flow of the game significantly. It's going to make the game feel very different, and engagements at nighttime are going to be a whole different ball game. I'm so excited to see how this plays out and see how this feels and flows with the game. Wearing some NVGs and stuff, going into Lemang and trying to fight AI or fight players is going to be very interesting to see. Make sure they got to balance it properly. But I'm curious, is this something you're excited to try out and hop back in the game? Or if you're playing, is this something you're super excited to come and bring some different versatility into the life of the game, right? The environment, I think is the best word to say. Day and night cycle is really big. Some also really exciting stuff that's coming with the first content update that I'm actually personally a little bit more excited than nighttime. It's going to be new guns and ammo. They've teased us and they've said that they're going to be bringing a fan favorite into Gray Zone Warfare. Please be the spear. I really want that gun. But I'm very, very excited to see what they're going to bring to the game and how it's going to change up the pacing and the feel of combat with different guns and calibers in the game. I'm curious though, what if you had to pick one gun, drop it down below in the comments that you wanted to see added into the game. I kind of want to see what you guys are feeling like. I definitely want close quarter combat as well. Trust me, I want like an MP7. I've heard people say like vectors. That would be really cool to see for close quarter combats. Right now, the game is really medium and long range meta dominant. So let's see how that plays out in the long term of the game, especially with content update 1, what type of guns they're bringing. As I bet you, as we get closer to the release of content update 1, we're going to see more and more teasers and stuff coming out for it, and we can try and maybe get a baseline of what's coming and what guns are coming with it. There's also been teases of new quests coming to the game. We'll have to see where this goes, because potentially with new quests coming to the game, we'll see where the story continues to take us. We'll have to see. I don't know, obviously, have any confirmation about that being a thing, but I've heard people saying rumors that the potentially there's gonna be new quests coming to the game. So we'll see. Hopefully that's the case, because that'll be exciting to see new quests and stuff like that. Because right now, the main issue I'd say with the game is the fact that once you finish 133 quests in the game, outside of chasing down PvP, which sometimes is really hard to find, is there's not much more content to do. So I'm also hoping that we see dailies and weekly quests coming down the line at some point. I'm also so interested to see where Gray Zone Warfare takes ground zero. If you watch the Q&A, you'll notice that they mentioned that they wanted to be a hotspot kind of center for PvP, where you have the highest tier AIs and endgame zone for players to compete in, for some of the best loot in the game, some of the best combat in the game. The ground zero is going to be like the main hotspot for the game, as they mentioned in the Q&A. So I'm excited to see when that happens and when that comes out. That's going to be an awesome thing to see. I'm glad that they addressed that and they answered that in the Q&A, because this is super duper awesome. Weeklies and dailies also, I'm going to be super excited when that comes back into the game. At some point it comes into the game. But a lot out there to discuss. It's hard to be patient in this day and age with games like Gray Zone Warfare. It's a huge project, right? It's a really big project, and it's going to take a lot of time to work on and give us their final vision. So it's very hard to in this day and age where people just want to fiend over just update stuff and stuff like that, right? This is going to be a big one in terms of making sure that they deliver on the vision and the timelines of what they want to see done. Obviously, it's everybody's kind of done with the quest. Not everybody. There's a lot of players done with the quest in the game, and they're waiting for that next content update. So we'll see how that plays out over the next few months. Obviously, I'm going to do my best to keep you guys informed and keep you guys updated as soon as I receive information. As soon as there's information released, I will make sure I have a video discussing it with it and getting your guys' feedback, seeing what you guys are saying down in the comments or talking about on my live stream. So make sure you guys are following over on both those platforms. But I'm curious, though, if you guys had some features you want to add into the game or see changed or adjusted, what would some of those features be? I'm very curious. Drop them down below in the comments. I want to feedback with you guys and interact with you guys and hear about that. But if you want to stay up with Gray Zone Warfare news, guys, you already know, drop that sub on this channel. We got some awesome, juicy stuff coming down the line. For people that watch me for the guide videos, I also want to say I know that I'm missing the last final quest guides video. So there's a big video coming out with all the quests for the game, or for the end game portion of it, which is just gonna have chapters broken up for you instead of like 40 or 50 more videos. That's coming out soon. So for those that are waiting for that, and those maybe looking forward to that on the wipe day. Also, guys, if you want to stay up to date with me personally, make sure you drop that follow over on Twitter. I do my best to communicate with you guys there as well, but also keep you guys updated with any Gray Zone Warfare news that come out on Twitter. Obviously, before I make a YouTube video, I can tweet about it a lot quicker. But make sure you guys follow me over on Twitter, as we're almost at 500 followers. So that's awesome. Also, make sure you guys join the Discord. We have an awesome, ever-growing community in there that likes to yap and talk about Gray Zone and other games. So make sure you guys get some feedback. I'd love to connect with you guys in there, because it's awesome. We got some awesome people in there and some awesome members of the community. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by the video again. Thanks for showing love. We had an amazing achievement by hitting Twitch partner, so thank you guys. Big shout out to you guys. I will catch you guys later. I'll see you guys next. If we're catch me live, catch me in a video, wherever it is. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys. Peace.